getting underway as Eddie Edwards takes on the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion in a non-title, however, tournament matchup. The winner of this going out to face El Generico in the tournament finals.
Mine is so much louder. The following contest scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit is your second semifinal matchup in the 2011 Battle of Los Angeles, with the winner that faces El Generico in the finals. Introducing first from Boston, Massachusetts, Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards, of course, defeating Ronald Strong in the opening round. A tough match for him. How much do his back and knees have left?
He is the reigning Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion, Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen defeating Fit Finlay in the second contest of the night. Did put him away with the sharpshooter, however, Kevin Steen took a lot of punishment at the hands of Fit Finlay. Joey Ryan, I know you were watching that one.
I was definitely watching that one. My tag team partner, Scorpio Sky, wanted to plan strategies, but I wanted to watch Fit Finlay versus Kevin Steen and see what my priorities were.
Were you at all surprised at how the match progressed? That Steen was actually able to take advantage of Finlay's weakened knee, weakened left leg, and put him away with the sharpshooter.
It doesn't really surprise me because Kevin Steen's obviously a fantastic wrestler, he's a PW champion. But
now, actually, Joey Ryan, did Fit Finlay have that grievous injury to his left leg or his right leg on the calf?
Good question. If I had my phone out, I'd Google it for you.
But Kevin Steen perhaps taking advantage of that, perhaps not. I'm not sure. It would be better if we knew. However,
Eddie Edwards standing toe-to-toe.
Not taken off his feet by Kevin Steen just yet. I mean, Steen does have a weight advantage on Edwards, but Edwards has a barely perceptible height advantage on Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards just very recently come to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
This is a
Dropped counter by Kevin Steen. Steen just cracked that boot by Eddie Edwards.
If we can go back in time, I'd use the movable object meeting the unstoppable force cliche.
Not a cliche you hear very often.
We can't go back in time. We have to live in the now and the present.
We do, I guess so. Kevin Steen just throwing shots from his back. Eddie Edwards.
This is more traditional Kevin Steen.
Yeah, caught by surprise. I think Kevin Steen was perhaps a little bit starstruck by Fit Finlay at first. It wasn't a typical Kevin Steen match, but once Finlay laid in some shots on Kevin Steen, really brought him alive and brought out that vicious streak he's been known to have.
That's something that you can see sometimes, but it doesn't really play out when you're watching the match on DVD.
And Finlay did that to Kevin Steen earlier. Now Kevin Steen taking a page out of Fit Finlay's book.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't, that's something he doesn't read very well on, even an audience watching live can't really pick up when when a wrestler's wrestling somebody that maybe, there you go again, that maybe they look up to, or maybe that, they're a bit starstruck over, and they kind of takes them out of their game sometimes, but, obviously Kevin rebounded and picked up the win.
Fit Finlay. He's got a pint in his hand, and he's got him smiling somewhere to know that the man that beat him earlier on in the night has been double blinded. Not just single blinded, but double blinded. It's the worst kind of blinding.
Must be nice to be Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen has, he hasn't been in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla nearly as consistently as somebody like yourself, Joey Ryan. However, in his time in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, he has wrestled some of the most brutal matches that the fans here have ever seen. And, he's making up for lost time. In the last year, he's wrestled probably 1,000 matches in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla on only about 5 or 6 shows.
I don't like the way the poster,
A big enziguri by Edwards. Drives his knee into the spine. Kevin Steen. Both start Boeing and Edwards.
I predict
a ring calamity.
A ring calamity by the end of the night. I'm calling it now.
It very well could happen. It did happen when Chris Hero made it to the finals to take on Low-Key. Kenny Omega was sent to the ropes, and the top rope just snapped underneath his weight. Similar to what happened in another eye poke from Edwards. Similar to what happened to Claudio Castagnoli in his match with Chris Hero at All-Star Weekend 8.
It's obviously
not a ring calamity. It was more a ring inconvenience.
Yeah. Obviously, the crowd's enjoying this, and that's part of it. The eye pokes are effective, but you don't want to get to like a pissing contest. You don't want to, especially about Los Angeles. You don't want to you don't want to compare dick sizes, so to speak. You want to stay on your game, and what brought you here. Don't get out of your game so you can out poke a guy in the eye.
Kevin Steen, kick, eye poke, and stunner. Oh!
That's what Kevin Steen needs to do.
Somersault leg drop across the back of the head of Eddie Edwards as he was strung up on the middle rope. The fans chanting for Steen, but an equally large contingent would love to see Eddie Edwards. I mean, what a Cinderella story that would be for his first year in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, to make it to the finals of the Battle of Los Angeles, to take on El Generico, take on and defeat El Generico, perhaps.
I think Eddie Edwards, if anybody can do it, he can do it. Another eye poke. You know what? Scratch what I said earlier. If it's working, it's working.
Kevin Steen pointing at the trophy.
I thought he was pointing at me.
He wants to be, I believe it was the trophy sitting directly next to you, wants to be not only the champion, but the 2011 Battle of Los Angeles winner.
He wants to be me, is what you're saying, because I was the 2010 Battle of Los Angeles.
I like that he wants to win the 2011 Battle of Los Angeles, which is like being you.
Yeah, except a year later. I didn't get a trophy. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
You did, it just wasn't in the building, and it was actually in storage. But we pulled it out for this year.
Yeah, so didn't get shirts made though.
Did not get shirts. It's oh, look at that, Steve taking a bite out of Edwards' ear.
That was his neck.
Or his neck, yeah, excuse me. Kevin Steen, Twilight the Vampire.
Kevin Steen would watch Twilight.
I'm not even sure what that's supposed to mean. Joey Ryan would watch True Blood.
True Blood's
awesome.
I
think those insults are equally damning.
True Blood is awesome.
Kevin Steen fighting Edwards once again, this time on the face. Fighting him like a wolf. Kevin Steen hungry like a wolf.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
He's a wild boy.
It's just a reflex.
These are not two girls on film, Joey Ryan. These are two men on film.
Did you just start?
Of course I did.
We're laughing when two guys are killing themselves.
This is what happens when we can't talk about baseball on commentary. Low bridge by Eddie Edwards. Kevin Steen spills to the outside. Eddie Edwards, elbow suicida, takes out Steen, and Steen, oh man, Steen went down clutching his leg. I believe he just slipped in a puddle of beer. And, he had
it looked
a painful grimace.
It looked like
all over his face.
From my vantage point, it looked like Eddie Edwards got caught up in the ropes, but that might have hurt Steen even more because rather than being able to go with the motion, it looked like the weight just collapsed
straight down. Yeah,
it just collapsed on him. So even though the ropes, that wasn't his intention, it might have actually gotten more out of it.
And as we mentioned before, spilled beverage here in Reseda is not uncommon. But it is extremely hazardous to these guys, especially now wrestling in their second match of the night, and potentially having a third match later on. Imagine Steen beats Edwards, but he has to go on to face El Generico.
I wanted to point out that El Generico actually, he got tossed around by Willie Mack, but he beat him and ran.
It was
pretty
relatively quick time. Yeah, this match I believe is going just about as long as the match. Maybe not as long, but it's approaching the length. And right now, neither man has a clear advantage.
And since the fans on the DVD won't know this, it's about 3 a.m. right now, so the finals will be at about 4 a.m.
It is 11:14 p.m. as Eddie Edwards giving Kevin Steen the business. These two men just trading shots, center of the ring. Steen versus super kick from both men. Eddie Edwards a little quicker off the draw there. Kevin Steen powerbombs him and super kicks Edwards on the wake up. No, only a 2 count.
Man, you know what? That was an awesome exchange. And I don't want to undersell it because it is an awesome exchange. And if anybody oversells it, it's me. But I beat people with 1 super kick. Does that make my super kick way more better?
It means perhaps that Joey Ryan, you have better timing. But I think if you were to line yourself, Eddie Edwards, and Kevin Steen up, your 3 super kicks might do just about the same amount of damage. But Eddie Edwards, you can see how much those kicks have affected him and that big power bomb.
Maybe they just have more heart than the opponents I normally wrestle.
Joey Ryan retroactively burying his competition.
Listen.
Now Edwards going up to the top rope. Kevin Steen. Edwards lands on his feet. Pumped up, Gamagiri. Catches him in the face. Eddie Edwards has him in the backpack. Steen, though, lands on his feet or comes down on his feet. Coming off the ropes, Edwards drops down, single leg grab. And that's the knee. That's the knee that Kevin Steen tweaked on the floor.
This could be it. Wrenching back.
Look at how far he is wrenching back Steen on his chest. Edwards.
The crowd seems to be turned to all pro Steen.
Stomping the back of the head of Kevin Steen. Steen, though, stomping the face of Edwards. Those up kicks, now down kicks from Edwards. Steen repeatedly punishing Edwards from the bottom.
Throw everything I said earlier out the window. I don't want to be kicked in the head by either of these guys in any way, shape, or form.
Move to the midsection. Tied up. Back is pile driver. No, reversed by Edwards. Edwards! Northern Lights bomb. 1, 2. No, 2 count.
The crowd at the Battle of Los Angeles, they sure are fickle, aren't they?
They are a fickle bunch, but I think they can smell an El Generico Kevin Steen showdown on the horizon. But Eddie Edwards El Generico showdown would be a rematch of their All-Star Weekend Night 2 encounter where Eddie Edwards did defeat El Generico.
It was a pretty amazing.
It was an amazing match, yeah. So either way, the fans are winners. But right now, it looks like Kevin Steen is on the losing end of this exchange. He's just getting paintbrushed by Edwards. Now Steen reverses. Edwards throws a kick. Steen ducks under. Ow! Fed up. Moonsault press. Nobody home. And Steen once again comes down on that knee.
This is Edwards' opportunity.
247 pounds of Steen on that knee. Lung blower.
And again,
Edwards. No. Steen reverses. Ties him up. Sharpshooter.
He's close to the ropes.
He's so close to the ropes.
Steen's a heavy man to move, though.
Eddie Edwards taps out to the sharpshooter. We have Kevin Steen and El Generico in the final. Kevin Steen defeats Eddie Edwards to advance to the 2011 Battle of Los Angeles final.
In the words, I have chosen to do it in due time. In the words of these great wrestling fans,